recently, I don't know why, like a lot of people,
Yeah.
like calling me Skomota. That's the reason why.
It's those dandies, yeah.
Guys, yeah, for me, sometimes it would be like, guys, no, man.
Yeah.
Yo, do I really look like that guy? Well, okay.
Enda, welcome back to my YouTube channel, fam. I go by the name of Wanga, and today we are back again with another episode at Panda Studios. If you want professional multi-camera live broadcasting, sound hire, videography, photography, and graphic designs, you can visit the website at www.pandastudios.com. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got Junior in the building.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, my brother? What's
How
up?
are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Great.
I'm good.
Thank you for the invite.
How do I even pronounce your name? Junior petja.
Yeah.
Is it your real name?
My real name is actually Mpo Mike.
Mpo Mike?
Junior Pecha. Yeah, like that's my name on the ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you please just go through your background and tell us who is Junior?
Okay. So I'm just God-fearing, free-spirited guy.
Yeah.
Born and bred in Limpopo.
Okay.
In
You're from
a small
Limpopo?
town. Yeah.
Which side?
There's a small town called Luwahom. So
Luwahom.
I'm actually
Yeah.
Pedi.
Yeah, man. I thought you from Free State or somewhere
I
there,
get that
bro.
all the time.
Ah.
So some people even think I'm Zulu.
Yeah, for real, because you don't
I'm
look like
guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah. Which means, yeah.
Get your N1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you please tell us about the origin, where you started this music career?
Like any typical, artist when they like this thing of guys, started at church, grew up in church. Yeah, same thing. Just that for me, I was a problem child. With my parents, guys, I was a problem child. No, my parents couldn't probably go to church and enjoy because they'd always say, I would always be that child. I'd always wanted to go to, just the podium. Or stage there, and just I wouldn't want to leave whenever my mom would try and remove me from the podium and stuff. I would just cry, and it didn't make sense, to my parents then this child is very odd. Why is he crying? I think till one day they actually, my mom decided, that she'll buy a small, those toy keyboards, and then when she bought it, just started playing without school, and I think that's where they understood that, okay, and then now we understand why, this boy always wanted to be in front, and so shout out to them for
shout out. So do you still remember the very first time you played, maybe in church? Where did you started playing?
Me, I do. I won't as people might not believe this, but I'm also from the faith mission background, rather.
Okay.
There was this faith mission. For me, I feel that AFM was ahead of its time. It was, there's this one time we lived in the Northwest. There's a small town called Ogni. So we had this church, this AFM, very small town called Kanana then. That's where pretty much everything happened. And then we'd sometimes play there, here and there, but not really, fully. And I think I'll get to where actually I would maybe probably be responsible, to actually carry, the worship team and as a piano player. And all that. But yeah, that I would say that's where at least the first time around, I could say okay, started playing there, especially Sunday school.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, what was the defining moment in your career that made you realize that you could be a full-time musician?
Defining moment for me, yeah, I would say 2013 when I got to work with Mom Judith Spuma. Probably doesn't remember, but but yeah, I was booked. There's a guy called Fumulani, but
is he
not
vendor?
really. Yeah, absolutely.
I can hear.
Yeah, but he's not like full time. We just knew each other from one of the churches we played at, and then he was like, "Hey, man, we have a gig for you. Come through." Judith. Actually, she just recorded that gospel album that she did. I think. I don't know if it was around about 2012 or 2013. The one that Ngobego and Bega and over there that they did that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just a couple of months after then. That's when we did like 2 gigs.
Yeah.
And then that's where I was like, oh, actually you can actually make a living with this. That's cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
so it was
that was a first breaking point before we got to Joyous and stuff, but I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. It was the first time for you to receive the paycheck through that gig.
It was quite exciting for me because it wasn't really that much, but
how much was it?
You guys.
I get it was the first gig. We want to know. We won't be exposing.
You're gonna get me into trouble.
Okay.
No. But all I remember is that for me, it just bought clothing.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we still had like CDs and stuff that time, so I just bought. One CD for me.
Yeah.
Just to add to a catalog.
Okay. So what has been the most challenging moment in your career so far?
I would say, finding yourself and, having to get to a point where, you have to prove yourself that actually, guys, I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, having that feel that, guys, I am actually gifted, but people will probably be like, who's this person? Because unfortunately, I mean, even right now, we live in a time where, with the industry, there's a big identity crisis. And it's so sad that you first have to have a name. Build a name in order for people to actually take your craft seriously. So I would say for me, that was a challenge for me, knowing that, okay, I feel like I'm prepared. I felt like I was prepared to serve, in the industry. But then, there was just this negligence. But I did not know that for me, that negligence was actually meant for good. God meant it for good for me. And He was preparing me and building me, character-wise. So I would say that was for me, challenging wise,
So beside music, have you once tried some side hustle or?
Yes, I have. 2015. So just right after matric, I studied IT. I'm not gonna reveal my age, guys.
I know your age, bro.
Oh well. All that I know is that, hey guys, we are old now. Hey, don't see the blonde hair, guys. Hey. We are old. So, but going back to that, just after matric, I studied information and technology. Then fast forward, I think after that year, actually 2 years after. I got like a retail job where they were just selling phones and
Mm-hmm.
phone covers. Yeah, I think for about 2 or 3 months,
And then,
just to get a side hustle and that. And then,
yeah.
yeah, man, I
you
got
leave?
fired.
You got fired
Yeah.
for what?
No, they felt as if like I was inexperienced.
Oh, yeah.
That, this guy doesn't really know what,
How to,
yeah, we're doing. But funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
so at that mall that I was working at, and I had this, this, I would say, I probably an acquaintance,
Mm-hmm.
that lived around my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Where we'd like have studio sessions. He saw me, he's like, "Oh, dude, what are you doing here?" And he's like, "Are you sure you're okay here?"
Yeah.
Then I think he later told me after, that actually just, excused me and all. He was like, "Actually, dude, it's a good thing you left because there's some sort of racism there." I was like, "How? Really?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually used to also work there. It's just that they, gave me some sort of treatment. So, I think also as well they, at that time, it was probably the wrong place, the wrong time.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
So looking back,
yeah.
Oh, do you want to say something?
No, go
Oh,
for it. Yeah.
so as I was saying, looking back, what advice would you give to your younger self when you started out? When you're starting out?
Yeah, just to probably have more knowledge and grow in character, because there's still times where I feel like, guys, I really wish I had probably prepared for, a certain season in my life, because as soon as you have everything, or people think that, wow, he's got everything gathered together, that's where, you start getting comfortable, you start forgetting, those humble beginnings, and all that. So I just wish that I probably worked more on my character. Yeah.
I've been going through your social media profiles, and you
Yeah.
wrote that you're a professional musician and a keyboard player for Joyous Celebration, but you didn't really specify the role that you fall into as a board player. Do you play as a first keys, or as an as an auxiliary? I don't know how to explain.
I'm an auxiliary player.
Oh,
yeah. So, I don't know. Should we get into it?
Yes, let's get into it.
Yeah. So, okay. How I got to be an auxiliary player for Joyous Celebration. Is that around 2017. Oh yes, just after they recorded Joyous Celebration 21 Hilla Land. At TD Jake's church at Potter's house. They our renowned musical director sang over then taking a break. And then they called Spirit Magic Hands to be empty.
Okay.
For that tour for Joyous 21. And then I got a call both from Spirit Magic Hands and Ngomalo. To be like, why don't you we're looking for a keyboard player, to tour with us that year, which is 2017, to do the Joyous Celebration, the 21 tour. And I was like, oh, guys, that's interesting. Why not? Not really doing much, But I think also getting there was a little bit tricky because
how did you get? I wanted to know that part. How did you get in there?
Look, okay, God's favor is just amazing. But I just felt like also I had not really prepared. In a sense that I was like ready for the gig, but I didn't have a passport because
you had to travel.
Yeah, there were two. Yeah, I think there were two Joyous 20 tours left. I think they were just wrapping up that tour first. The first one was in Lesotho and then Mozambique. Guys, wow. How I'm remembering this is yeah, for me, I just love telling this journey again.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I didn't have a passport for Lesotho, and then I couldn't do that gig. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, yeah. So yeah, to a point where I felt like, oh my gosh, are they really gonna call me again or what? And then they were just like, yeah, still we need you in Mozambique, because I mean, yeah, the other keyboard player, I'm not gonna name drop, couldn't come through, so it's just me and PA. So they're like, no, we really need you now. So So from that tour when we did that Mozambique last Joyous 20 tour, I think. From that tour, did that tour, and then the rest was history, man. It's just God's favor, and the fact that I didn't even need to audition, they just
called you.
They just auditioned. So it's God's favor. And also, I think advice I would give to upcoming musicians as well. Besides, posting and all that, it's good. To showcase your talent and all that. But I believe also as well, create a network. Network in the sense that you would think people are not watching whenever you're, different gigs or even if it's not gigs, man. I mean, like the fact that, I heard you renting, gear, cameras,
and all that,
for broadcasting and all that. You'd be surprised who's not watching, So, once you can establish that network, it's easier for people when they probably also ask for referrals. They can be like, oh man, did you see there's this guy, there's a, I don't know, like a junior pitcher. Well, I was not trying to make it about me now, but
I understand.
this is new cat in town, do try him out, and and then I think the bigger the circle or your network can be, then it's easier for people to refer and just be like, oh yeah, I've heard of so and so, and the services they've offer, I've seen, it's very top tier. So so I just say, guys, build a network.
So if you were given a chance to play first keys, are you gonna do you think you can be comfortable to play for a whole gig or a whole show?
For real. For real. Actually, people don't know that. Well, by God's grace, I'm an all-rounder, but I feel like it happened by an accident. Because I started off just being a piano player, actually, and then I think over the years, once you start seeing that, there's auxiliary keys, leading to even organ now, So people even think that, but this thing it's still black and white notes. But the mechanics of everything is just different, and how, you just maneuver, around it. So I think over time, that's where, for me, I started doing my research and okay, what's this auxiliary keys thing, Okay, I'm not gonna lie, back in my time, there wasn't really much what you call information. I know people will say, just go to YouTube, but man, it wasn't as lucrative as this time, this era that we're in now, the X gen, as they would say, or Z gen, if I'm not mistaken, But so I think mostly, I did try and maneuver around, and then asking also some of, I know these guys, they don't like this name Rotmans, but I don't want to name drop this. That's one of exceptional keyboard players that we have in South Africa. It was kind of just getting advice, and hey dude, how do you do 1, 2, and 3? Sometimes just try and emulate 1, 2, and 3, and then and then I think over time I started also just checking out just tutorials and videos and all that, and then over the time I was like, okay, I just want to probably do my own thing, incorporate everything, and so that I could just have my own sound, because also people just gravitate to your own sound. We don't want another, I don't know, I would say like a Corey Henry, whatever, So
do you also refer him as your inspiration?
Yeah, big time. Still is, but for me now, I'd got trying to get to a place where I was like, I want to also have my own sound, and when I sound like me, I don't want people to be like, but we've heard this sound before.
Yeah.
So to answer you, bro, I have actually, like, whenever sometimes we'd have sound check at Joy Celebration, I'd sometimes play first keys, some probably outside gigs, or when we have activations, play first gig. I play first keys. Sometimes rehearsals. And then there are some couple of recordings I've done. In the past, there's a guy called David the King. We did, so I produced that. So I played first keys on that. And then I'm sure we all know Mamzaza. So there's an album that she recorded.
When was it? Was it last year?
No, not last year. It was 2023. Around about August, and then there was a group called Women in Chronicles. Played first keys on that. And then I think also some upcoming albums. There's a guy called Misty Music last year. So I got to work with Begam Teto was the musical director there. And then we got to work with Lungelong Obo, Sinikiwe Mabaso, and who else? Ike on guitars. I would say that's where as well I got to play first keys there. So people can check that out. Okay. So I think so that's as far as people can actually.
Someone out there is watching them. He wants to know the difference between the first keys and the auxiliary keys. Like, what's the difference, or what's the importance of the first keys and second keys?
Okay. So I always look at it this way. So first keys and second keys on organs. It's like a relationship, or I'd say marriage. Like, have husband and wife. You know? So they become one. So, have you ever noticed? You'll find that when husband and wife they're one, you'll find that maybe I'll take maybe a very simple analogy, like maybe people ask, "Hey, how did you guys meet?" You'll find that even though what you call the wife might not respond, but let's say hubby responds. More likely because now they won. Hubby might say the same thing as like wifey. So it's the same thing with your piano, auxiliary, auxiliaries and organ. So basically, how they are just in link, or the relationship they have with each other is that so with piano, mostly piano is about leading, and you're just accompanying the voice or the BVs, right? So now, because piano can only do so much and accompany, especially if probably you find that piano's playing alone, there's a lot of spaces, So that's where auxiliary keys would come in. So we would come in to accommodate and close those spaces, and it's just also giving the music, man, spice. And probably if there's things that probably we wouldn't hear, it's like, man, as auxiliary keys, you'd get to points like, but I hear a gap, or how about, I take this decision, and then you fill the gap in.
Okay.
But in all that you do, in the decisions that you do, you need to complement the piano.
Okay.
So it can't. So for example, if a piano player plays a certain chord, we need to know the chord qualities. You know, can't just play probably like sounds that do not accompany the chord qualities, and also know like time signatures, in a sense that like spaces. If for example, if drummer's rolling something, you can't be busy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
I know it's cool, man. It's cool.
I'm chopping now. Thinking it's a drumstick. So, you can't be, if the drummer's chopping and you're busy, occupying that space, and then there's guitars, and there's still PV. So you can imagine
it's
the mess. It can be clustered. So, being an aux keys player is difficult, but so it's a matter of, you need to be smart. Know your spaces, know your, your decisions must be precise as well. So,
when you're explaining that as an auxiliary keys, you need to know the time signatures. I remember was it on Sunday when we went for Fundile's?
Oh yeah.
You were changing the time signatures. Like, all of a sudden it's gonna be 4/4. After that you change. I was like, no, Junior, how quick are you with this thing, man? Like,
look, man, it took time, but I've learned also. I think over the years, one thing that will make you a top tier musician, or session musician, is that always listen to what the band is doing, or what the drum is doing, or what the guitars or bass is doing. And I actually, funny story, I learned that from the great Sabu, because I remember when we recording Joyous 25, there was a song that we did, and I was just so shocked. I was just like doing my own thing, and I think whilst we were just checking that song, I don't know if we were doing sound check or we were running or something. He was like, dude, do you realize the guitar player is playing this, so try not to play this, try find something. And I was like, how, this guy? But then as we actually got to play the song, I was like, actually, he's right. So I feel like going back to the spaces I was talking about, he was utilizing the spaces. So I felt like now whatever I was playing was occupying that spaces. So I think, for me, over time, I got to learn that, geez, okay, guys, listening to everybody is important. Like, I'll give you an example. Sunday at that shed. So I think there was a time where Sneaky was playing.
I saw.
There's a groove that he played. Then I was like, let me try and
find
something interesting. So I kind of was just following just the groove and the pattern that he was playing on the snare. Then so I defined it. I think it was with the aux keys. The hits, whatever the aux hits. Yeah, and then just after some time, he's like, "Oh, okay, so we're going there now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we established that. Then everybody was just playing that.
Yo.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like bro, knowing time signatures and pulse, everything is just important. And I feel like musicians feel time may not be like as important, or your click, or knowing where your one is. Oh, guys, it's very important. Yeah. So that we're all in sync. So
yeah, there's something that I want to know. I think it was best if we had a keyboard, because you sometimes you'd play using your left hand, as if you are giving the groove, but on this other hand, you were just moving slowly, and then this one was like, I don't understand that thing. How do you explain that? So,
man, I think it's just practice, in a sense that I know people would just be like, this guy. I mean, you're not giving probably great advice, but I've had to like practice like hand independency, because mostly you find that sometimes with like your dominant hand sometimes is like, let's say if someone's dominant hand is probably left, your other hand would normally be weaker. So especially if you're playing gospel, because I feel like with your left, that's more you're playing harmony than rights. It's actually more like your scales and stuff. But you just need to learn how to practice, doing what you do on your left, then you do on your right. Or if you right-handed, obviously, well, okay, I'll just say for those that are right-handed, what you do obviously on your right, you do on your left. What you do on your left, if you're left-handed, you do on your right. That's
okay. That's So how do you define a success as a musician?
For me, success. For me, I define success on how influential you are. People think you've got to have lots of money, but you can have lots of money and not be successful. So can you be still influential? I mean, even if probably, God forbid, you pass away, whatever, can we still talk about you in 10, 20 years? That's, for me, that's how I would define success. And then just to wrap up, also how you treat people. For me, being influential, can you still, if maybe I leave the room, can people still talk good about you, within the room? If you, being, absent. Because it doesn't make sense if, you're influential, but then once you leave the room, people, don't have nice things to say. I wouldn't really define you as a successful musician, And also, to wrap up, I mean, are you able to also work with anyone, in a sense that, okay, I know we all have preference, I struggled with that, for some time, but I mean, we're not everybody's cup of tea, but if you were to book, if you're booked as a session musician, are you able to deliver? And in a sense, deliver, I just mean, are you able to work with people?
Okay.
Because I'll give you an example that like Fundile's drum shit, I just felt like it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful.
It was.
But I just felt if it was probably coordinated a little bit more, in a proper manner, in the sense that, I don't want to say anything, very vile or hostile, but yeah, if people would just had that musicianship, in a sense that, all right, yes, it was a drum shed, but um, if I can hear, okay, maybe the bass player is doing something, we shouldn't, you know, try and what you call overpower, I'd say, lack of a better word. Yeah. So, yeah, I think for me, yeah. Yeah, and also I think I don't wanna get into deep.
I can see.
Just so that also people can understand it.
So do you also work as a music director or a producer?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I love production.
You love production.
Well,
what's the difference between a
don't.
musical director and a producer?
Okay. How I define it? For me, a producer is the person that would try and translate the music best for the artist or whatever project you're doing.
Yeah.
And the producer would then actually also get to a point where, how I'd see it. So, as I was saying, like how you translate music.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the producer would also see the end product.
Yeah.
You know, with that being which team would be best to record.
Mm-hmm.
Then for me, I would feel like the musical director would has the responsibility to make sure that what you call the music is translated according to the producer, the way it is. And then for example, okay, let me rephrase. I don't want to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the musical director as a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we often think that what you call the producer and musical director is the same thing. It's not. It's two different entities. That's why you can probably get a producer that doesn't know nothing about probably the mechanics of music or note, but then probably you can get a musical director that can actually probably be like, okay, guys, I'm thinking of picking a team. Are we able to translate this? Oh, yes. I'll wrap up with this.
Yeah.
The music director also as well arranges the music.
Yeah.
Reason why I'm saying this with confidence is that, to my knowledge, is that I've seen most of the time what musical directors would do whenever you prep for a project. I mean, they would have that initiative to actually like putting structure to songs.
Yeah.
You know, even if maybe it's not structure, but you know, just helping the artist. Hey, man, how about we probably identify where the verse is or the chorus. I feel like, okay, we should add the bridge, and then after that, the musical director puts, everything together in a sense that, okay, guys, okay, we have this. Can we try and translate this now? Because I would see also, it's not only about the artist as well. Like, so the same information, that you'd give to the artist to be like, okay, how about we try the bridge? Obviously, then we start, involving the team, AVs, and hey guys, this is what we have. Let's try this. Okay, it's not working. Let's try this. I feel like for me, I would define it like that. I hope, I've, described it
I
as
think they've heard and
as
they're
best
listening.
as possible. Yeah, because Yeah, no, it's not a very easy question, guys. It's but
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I would.
That's how you
describe
define
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you at your
Absolutely.
level because of a self-taught, or you have got someone that you currently look up to who teaches you?
I would say both. I would say both because I was self-taught, but then with me being self-taught, I mean, they were obviously they are guys that came before us or generation before us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just you just learn from a distance. Oh, okay, this guy does 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then you know if any of those are that would be inviting
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
would like to share information because I mean I'm not gonna lie guys, we know our industry, it's very fickle.
Yeah.
And there's some people that they would not really share like information because they just think yay, this one would be a problem child.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah. Yeah.
But so it would be a matter of I see so and so is doing this, like learning from a distance. But yeah, if those just those ones that like contribute, within the industry,
Yeah.
the generation before, I'd go and ask, hey, how did you do 1, 2, and 3? Like, oh no, simple,
Yeah, yeah.
just do this. And then at least once you have that knowledge, you run with it. And then also I feel like, for the fact that people are able to just put this facade that you don't want him, and it also helps as well. Like it throws you in the deep end because then you also need to like find yourself that, okay, how do I overcome this? And then once you get it, you're like, okay, I see now, because I've also learned, like in life, you can't be spoon fed everything. You need to really like, sometimes stand
Figure
your
out,
ground and figure out your stuff,
Yeah.
which also helps because for me, I feel like it builds an identity for you, because I think the mistake sometimes we try and make is we would try and emulate or try be like, people that you look up to points, you start even dressing like them.
Yeah.
Oh, especially what you call okay, maybe let me not talk about 2Ks or this generation, but I'll give you an example. I actually saw someone on Facebook that actually put up one of my pictures as his profile picture, and I'm like, that was a bit extreme, and I understand, like, fine, we may have some sort of affluence, but I feel like it should get to a point where there's a point where where you can actually draw the line and be like, dude, find yourself,
For real.
find what you resonate with, like find your own style. Because like for me now, even I didn't even think like this blonde hair thing would work for me, because I mean, this first time I tried it, I was like, let me try this out and see how this goes. And then after some time, I just ran with it, and then people started noticing, oh, okay, that blonde guy from Joyous, and it's kind of worked for me now because it actually made an identity for me. And the identity in the fact that, that blonde guy that dances around, so and maybe one day, I don't know if we have enough time, I can explain.
You can explain, bro.
The inspiration.
You can explain
behind so for me, probably people will ask why this color, but at least finally today I can actually say, for me, you know how the Bible talks about how heaven, just the heaven's like full of gold. Gold is a color of royalty. So that's the inspiration from it. So it's not, people would actually think, this guy's trying to push swag. But yeah, for me, it's like, oh man, I'm just trying to be a representation of the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
So how do someone know that or identify if that person is a good keyboard player?
Keyboard player, do you mean like auxiliaries or just
Like
piano?
just-
or,
yeah.
I know it's very broad, but
Yeah.
I feel like for me, if you're able to play,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe I can't really say anything because a lot of genres can be foreign, but if you are able to learn,
Yeah.
whatever, because like for example, if I was maybe to probably someone had to say, hey man, maybe learn Latin music or something.
Yeah.
How well maybe can you interpret, that? Because we probably think being a great, keyboard player is about also knowing all of your scales. But man, I don't think it would be that much fun if, you're not able to, play anything, especially, excuse me,
Yeah.
your 145s,
Mm.
yeah. So can you, if any artist were to tell you, okay, can you do this?
Yeah.
For me, I would say if you're able to interpret, according to, whoever artist as well as possible,
Yeah.
you're amazing. But yeah, I'd say
So-
that, yeah.
Who are your biggest musical influences and how they have shaped you?
Okay. For me, do you want it to be national or international?
Let's do national.
National.
So,
Okay. Me, okay, in the early days, I still have mad respect for
yeah.
there was a piano player called Caesar Mashineni. Back I think around about 2008.
That's way
I
back.
met him 2008, 9,
Mm.
10, he was run about his 20s, but I'd never met anybody that done so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try and be quick. So, say Caesar Mashineni, for me, like as a piano player, he changed my life. Then, over the years, I think around that same era, Duduzo Makatine for me, changed my life so much as well, around about there, because I was like, wow, I didn't know in South Africa, like great piano players like that. Okay, and then your Wabego Batters, your Putsiang Wabamtetwa, put Johan Tetwa as well. I still feel like for me, amazing. And then getting to the new age guys, there's great people, doing stuff. Your Superior Magic Hands, Judah Ngwenya. For me, my personal favorites then, Surprise Monday, Kutlano. Oh man, guys, I love Kutlano.
Kutlano, yo. That guy.
Kutlano is something else. Man. Like, for me, people probably may not understand why I love Kutlano so much and like Surprise. Okay, guys. Okay, I know I may have like name dropped. I know there's like lots of talent.
Yeah.
Well, but still gonna probably like name a few. But on Kutlana, like, bro, honestly, for me, I've never met somebody that is able to like interpret music like at an elite level, like him, especially like you'll find like your sound choice. Like, I think for me also that's where I was able, him and Surprise, that's where I was able to be like, yo, guys. So there are piano players that are able to also play auxiliaries like that. on that level and have and be shocked like, oh my gosh, like these sounds I feel like I'm listening to aliens or like the Milky Way or I was like, wow, okay. I've never come across. And mind you, this is gospel, but they took the urban sound and obviously your contempt and fused it even with tradition. Traditional. Like when we did Sfako's recording, it's more that album is actually more traditional, but the way Kutlano was able to just infuse the urban sound with traditional music is insane. Even Taki, all the recordings as well, like Takindo, I was like, what? Bro, I don't think I would have if someone gave me traditional, I would have probably like sticking to a 145. And my sound selection wouldn't probably be as precise. To close off then, I see also Tumelo Makenzlan is doing great things. Yeah,
it's coming.
Tumelo.
I saw him as a musical director for Rufuno Tagad.
Bro,
that guy is massive.
Bro,
that guy is
he's doing great things as well. And man, as a producer, coming, he's coming. He's coming with fire. Yeah. I'd say Ndu Kubisa, the one that did strings, does strings a lot for Ntogozo.
Okay.
Did Taki as well. The Glory album, played organs. He's exceptional. And Aussie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Aussie's.
Does Aussie plays auxiliary keys also?
Yeah, bro. He's coming with fire. And then there's a guy called Seko as well. That's strange. Strange Range. Yeah. He's amazing. I think to wrap up, there's Easy Israel. People like also Zadog. I know. I mean, now
where is Zadog? I need Zadog here.
He's around.
Zadog
going to.
He's running away from me.
Going to the circular now. Your Zadog. Man. So the list is endless. There's like so much talent out there. So I'd say that's guys that inspire me.
When it comes to performance, what are some ways to deal with the stage fright or performance nervousness?
Look, man, I feel like mistakes happen. Deal with it. Mistakes happen. Okay, I do sometimes get nervous because I won't lie. A lot of producers and MDs can attest to this, where your laptop or whatever you've prepped so well, and then a show or recording comes, your laptop is just like uneasy. Uneasy. See, get today, I'm gonna show you guys flames. I'm gonna show you who you are. Uneasy, just press space bar, nothing, or it's your overload or whatever is not working. But look, man, I've learned that the show goes on, and how you deal with situations on stage. That's where we see how proficient you are as a musician or professional. What decisions do you make? Are you that's where also as well I feel like as us auxiliary players, if laptop decides to do whatever, how well can you cover certain situations, so I'd say bro, mistakes are there. So it's just how well do you recover in that moment, and then how to deal with nerves. Nerves are good because someone once said, if you don't have nerves, that means you're just used to what you're doing. You're so used to your gift. So, but if you have nerves every time, maybe before your performance and all that, Or that means, I mean, you still have room to learn. Like you don't have that thing that's, I mean, I can always do this. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite memory from a live performance or a show? Yeah.
There's so many, but
that one which you could remember. No, this one was, it was massive, and I liked it.
Yeah, I'm trying to reflect back.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. I'm trying to reflect back. Yeah, because there's just so many. Actually, I'm trying to just reflect back.
Yeah,
my whole career.
Yeah.
I'll start here, man. I'm not trying to be typical because I meant Joyous. No, this guy's gonna talk all things Joyous. But for me, I'd say the first recording that we did with myself, Spewy, and Kutlwana 22, and the whole team at large, bro, for me that was monumental because, I've never done a DVD so well prepped production wise, but yet like so many songs well arranged, and yet again I think it won. The DVD won. I don't know if it was gold or platinum.
Yeah.
Best. I think selling DVD. Yeah, that. Oh yes. And yeah, I think people should also check this out. There's a guy called David the King. We did a recording in lockdown. There was a song that was very famous. Pila How. Pila How. Yeah, you can check it out on social media. I mean, it's done great. Like probably 3 million views. There's somewhere there. But I know. Wild. But here's the plot twist. Like, I mean, when we rehearsed for that recording, it was I can tell you, we didn't know what we were doing. It was also probably, where we rehearsed. Like, the room was like this small. The rehearsal venue was probably couldn't fit, but we didn't think, that one song would blow up to a point where, David was smart. After that first recording, did after he collected most of the royalties and all that, he was like, guys, I'm gonna record again. Last year, and that was, I felt like that was also monumental. And the funny thing is, it's that genre is like traditional gospel. People would probably think that it had to probably be like contempt, because I was like, I was not sure, honestly. Because I was like, it's not what I'm used to. It's like not your contemporary sound, like your Joyous or whatever, But the fact that it was contempt, I was like, wow, I didn't think it would blow up that much. And I didn't think, I would get to a point where, okay, one would actually now produce for,
So, what's the most unusual or surprising thing that you have ever done for a gig?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. So, you say maybe something very uncomfortable?
Yeah. That's it. That's right.
Oh, man.
What have you done?
I'm afraid to talk because, hey man, there's this recording I did.
What happened?
No, the woman wasn't vocally gifted, and she didn't really know nothing about, production or media or any or structure or all that stuff. That was a culture shock for me. But look, also it humbles you that where you can't get to a point where you just like, I expect everybody to know everything. No, man. I mean, we all started somewhere. I wasn't, junior petja that I am right now.
So
I started somewhere. So yeah, it taught me that bro, you know, calm down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was difficult because, you know, look, band PV is beautiful, but just the artist.
Yeah,
that was difficult because, man, you know, you'd sometimes I wouldn't really say plan, but you know, striking the balance to make sure that the artist is comfortable, you know, with the empty. I feel like it was like the hardest thing. And also, if you could tell that, I just feel like it's unfair sometimes. You can see if someone is not really that gifted, but you have to try and make things work. It's not the easiest thing. But hey, man, I guess that's another thing why we're doing this thing. And, you know, the gift is there. It's not merely for ourselves. But I wouldn't lie. That was like the most, difficult. And I don't know if I could also probably say the most difficult recording I've done musically. Oh, there's 2 recordings. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. You have time.
Because it's my day.
You have time. It's your day.
Okay. I'll say. In my career so far. I would say Minister Kachingwe. Mano was empty. There's a DVD we did.
Mano is Simeli.
It was empty. 2022. Guys. I'm laughing about it now. I know that DVD was a mountain to climb because probably first few rehearsals I suffered, guys.
What happened? What was the challenge?
No, bro, the music was challenging. The music was, it was a pandemic. That music was, I felt like I had to have like another 2 pair of arms. The way it was just so challenging. And
so, have you ever felt like giving up when you come across those challenges?
I was quarter 2, bro.
You were quarter 2?
Yeah, no, I was quarter 2 because I was like, I know, bro. But funny enough, you know, after recording, I'm like, okay, you
did this.
Pulled it off. Oh. Yeah, and then also recently, now last year.
Yeah.
So Tino's wife, Tino Damba.
I know him.
The drummer.
The drummer,
Tino's wife, Tando, was recording last year. Bro, that was also you know, difficult but life-changing in a sense that I was rehearsing for like 2 DVDs, like Tando's recording and Mr. Music. But when I got the music, I was like, what did I get myself into?
You wanted to quit.
No. I remember even one rehearsal, Tino was complaining. It's like, gents, guys must pull up your socks. You know? But then after, I think, after probably 2 days checking the music at home, I was like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. Although, still there were moments where I felt like, on that day,
it was difficult.
Guys, no. I actually didn't think like now, you know, there's still moments like that where there's still producers that would make, you know, like music difficult. But it's not entirely, you know, wrong or anything. I just feel like also as well, you know, sometimes when we get comfortable, you're just like, I can do this until... you know, you're stretched. I was like, no, okay. Now I understand why we probably need to still keep practicing. But obviously also, within the constraints of, you know, being able to just play what you need to play.
Yeah.
Or what's required.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say those 2 moments.
So how often do you practice per day?
Bro, I don't anymore. Not because people would think I'm lying, but no, it's not because I feel like I've made it or anything.
Yeah.
But I just felt like now I had probably gotten to a point where if I practice more, man, I know. Things won't go well. So I was, for me, I think maybe it would be, I would probably listen to a lot of like foreign music or like indigenous music now and try check that because at least I want people to be able to relate. It can't be like a one-man show whenever you're booked or you're a session musician. No, I've learned to, appreciate that as I grow. Cause guys, I'm not gonna lie. I also feel like I was a problem child. Like, probably my high school years and just probably my young 20s. But now I understand like why, sometimes it's just essential just to
calm down.
Yeah, man, to tone down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't.
Have you ever been to the dancing classes before?
No.
Do you even know why I'm saying this?
I know. People are
the way you dance, bro. Like for each and every show, you dance, especially in Joyous celebration.
Yeah,
man. Yo, man. Mara, there was once this other time whereby you were trending. People were like, no, Junior is getting paid for nothing. He's always dancing. What was that?
I saw that. No, man. Getting to the dancing part. Every time I tell the story, I mean, people probably wouldn't believe me. I feel like it's an accident. Like it's a beautiful accident, guys. So what people don't know, well, for those that haven't attended like a Joyous show, a Joyous show is long. The production is long. It's like 5 hours. So me dancing is probably, it's a distraction so that I don't sleep, guys. It's a distraction.
So it gets to a point where you don't even play for some of the songs.
Yeah, no. What would happen? I mean, we all know. Well, for producers, empties, they know that. I mean, once you sequence for a show, or whatever, there are some songs. Okay, maybe you wouldn't play. Like for example, the Stente just needs what you call that South Africa sound and and then that
and it needs
the
only one person.
Portamento guy there. Then that's it. So I mean, you wouldn't need auxiliaries there. So obviously, you can just
I saw
mess around.
The camera that I saw, which spotted you, man. It was fine. It zoomed you while you were at the front dancing. I was like,
Really?
Junior, what is he doing, guys?
No, man. Yeah, sometimes, just try and have fun, get that distraction, and and when the music is nice, just
just dance,
have fun, just dance.
Yeah. So what kind of negative? I knew you were gonna dance today. So can you tell us the kind of negative experience that you have encountered on social media?
Lots. And okay. Okay. The 3 I remember. Okay. I remember when we were gonna I don't know why I'm talking so much about Joyous today.
You have time, bro. You have time. Let's talk.
Love the team. Appreciate the team so much. Okay, going to Joyous. When we were preparing for Joyous 22, didn't really have like a wow keyboard. I mean, I had those Yamahas, those DJX, those, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I was using it as MIDI, you know. Then they took pictures whilst we were rehearsing. Hey, people are saying, "Who are these guys rehearsing for the DVD?" And these guys look like they don't know how to play and whatever. Yeah, for real, you know. And then some of them got to a point, how this one with this keyboard, like how, whatever. Then it was just like, ignore it, man.
Yeah.
You know, then you know, just left it. Yeah, then the second one, I think I can't remember if well, it's not like that recent, but someone, I think there was a video they posted dancing. There's some comments, this guy must come down now.
Yeah. Must stop doing it.
You know, and I was like, oh well. People always talk. Then recently, I don't know why, like a lot of people like calling me Skomota. That's the reason why.
Those dandies,
guys, for me, sometimes it would be like, guys, no, man.
Yeah.
Yo, do I really look like that guy? Well, okay, I'm okay, I'm cool.
Yeah,
but it's like, how? Oh, Skomota, guys, how did we get there? You know? So those are like, you know, the negative comments I'd get. But man, you know what? I've realized in life, people always talk to if you're doing a good thing or you're doing something right.
Yeah.
If people don't say anything negative, then that's where you know that okay, you there's something not right. But if people have something negative to say, you're doing something very right.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing, keep on, you know, doing your thing.
Yeah. So are you currently endorsed by?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
No, but I can tell you a story. Well, I feel like just last year, there were some people that tried their luck, you know. I thought it was going to be, you know,
so
promising.
You rejected the offer?
No, well, like, I'm not going to go too much in depth, but I was just advertising.
Oh.
And then these people didn't even pay. These people didn't, you know, get to a point where, you know, no, we...
Is it the time you were working with Music Marshall? Was it Marshall Music?
This guy is going to get me into trouble. Yo.
No.
I don't know Marshall Music. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Okay, topic for another day. But guys, I'm endorsed by myself. I'm not endorsed, guys.
So, are there any genres or styles that you'd like to experience?
Me? Sure. What a question, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's got me thinking because
I
don't want to just answer for the sake of answering now. Okay. I think I'd like to. I've always liked like weird music, like you know, these Asians and probably also. Oh yeah, not even going far, but. Music in probably West Africa, East Africa, North Africa. I feel like there's still so much rich indigenous music. Fine, it may be foreign to us, but somewhere, somehow I feel like if we can check like way back history, you know, some way, somehow they could have probably been linked. Because I realized something that I think someone once said there was a correlation with Congolese music. And then and Odoa or something. Odoa is the Nigerian 6/8. Even Ghana, they have it. So for me, I was like, wow, this is fascinating because some way, somehow, that means we all must have had a correlation, like back then, maybe, like generations ago, I know, might not sound like a very intelligent statement, accordingly, because I mean, obviously now we have a lot of cultures, and Africa is rich with culture, but I just feel like some way, somehow, all interlinked. So, I would still love to, learn more. I'm African after all.
Yeah. So, how do you see your music evolving in the next few years?
Sure. Wow. I can't really say evolve how.
Yeah.
Look, man. I think what I'll do for me, I just need to. I like experimenting a lot, so I think maybe might get to a point where, who knows, probably start touring Africa.
Yeah.
I see myself that far. I still also love to, probably get to like Europe. Actually penetrate the world. Obviously, it's gonna, with that, it takes a lot of like tenacity to do that, in the sense that obviously music is culture, and you have to like understand different cultures. So in order for music to evolve, culture evolves as well. Look at like the piano wave. The Amapiano wave. What people actually don't even know is that like the reason why Amapiano has evolved so much is because of the culture. Because these guys were literally just chill. The Bruce was just chill, do their thing. Probably not even, do much, but like what we're doing, just, having conversations. And then how it would start, hey man, there's this beat. How about we try, doing a remix of probably a Brenda Fassie song or whatever. Then it's a hit. So it's all about the culture. So I think that's maybe how, for me, my music will probably evolve.
Okay. Are you currently working on a project with someone?
This year?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Well, I haven't. I haven't been booked as yet. I think so far, it was more of the studio stuff that I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Just studio projects. I think also as far, because just early this year we just did something with Begam Tetra, just some studio work. I think as far as, I think Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did that. But as far as like nationally, like renowned projects, so far not yet. But I know that I will. If there's something, I'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Okay.
Yeah, and check the socials definitely. You guys will. Yeah.
So, what made you feel that you have to start creating a video music game sound? You think, or maybe on the industry is scarce, or what?
I mean, it was just interest.
Oh,
I won't lie.
I thought
it's
maybe
interest, because I just found it, like, I was like, wow, okay, this is, very interesting. It's not a lot of people like penetrate that sound or market in that genre, but I was like, wow, I wanna try it out and see how it works. But obviously, I feel like still, in South Africa, it's not probably appreciated as much, unless maybe probably, just penetrate the right channels. Because I think maybe that would probably go more into film scoring in South Africa. Yeah, but even that, I feel like that. It's got channels, there's layers to that industry as well. So yeah, for me, it's just for fun.
So, if let's say people want to know you or more about you, how did they get to know you?
Sure. Oh man, I'd say social media, but it's just that, with social media, it's very limited because that space, it's got so many layers. Because obviously, I mean, we live in a time where social media can be very mediocre, and people relate to different things. Like I've met even people that will only relate to me at probably at a public space level, not okay, this guy likes ice cream probably, or this guy likes Chinese food. So I would say social media, but these days I'm just careful because social media is not safe. Well, because if someone was able to just take my picture and make it a profile picture,
did they even scam people for money?
Yeah, everywhere, bro. Everywhere, like even WhatsApp these days. Like the scammers.
There are a lot.
So I feel like for me, you can only give people so much, especially if like you're in the public space. So
okay,
go for it.
No, you can go on.
Because I also think, as far as probably if I have like a family one day, I would probably also want to protect them. So I wouldn't want to like, be reckless and allow a lot of people in. So
Okay, before we close, do you wanna leave?
We're closing already.
Do you wanna leave? This episode was too short. You'll come back for another episode, definitely.
I would love to.
And there's gonna be a keyboard, honestly.
Okay.
There needs to be a keyboard. So do you wanna leave the viewers with something?
Okay. I think for me, for the viewers, I'd say, guys, live for today so that you have a better tomorrow.
I think, guys, you've heard for yourself. So thank you guys for watching. Let's meet on the next episode. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell so that next time whenever we post, you guys are going to get notified. And we are out.